Hi, guys. Welcome back to Wednesday Wisdom with Kelly and Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly.
Hi, Kelly.
How are you?
I am doing amazing. I'm very happy to be here. How are you?
I'm doing great, and it's good to see your voice see your face while I talk to your voice this time.
There's a real person here, really.
Yeah.
I love your blouse. It's so bright and vibrant. I love it.
Thank you very much. I love your new haircut. You're looking too cute.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
All right.
It's good for summer.
Yes, it is. It's hot. So today we're going to be talking about Lionsgate portal, this 8/8 portal that everybody is talking about lately, but a lot of people really don't understand what the hell that is. And then after we cover that briefly, we're moving on to soulmates and twin flames and what the difference is and the importance in both of them. So, do you know much about the Lionsgate portal, Kimberly?
I know very little about it. I do know that in numerology, 8s are manifesting. You know, it's a power number.
It is.
For manifesting. And that 8/8 Lionsgate is supposed to be a portal, you know, an energetic portal.
Yes.
I believe to set your intention, you know, for manifesting.
Exactly. That's exactly what it is. Well, this particular 8/8 Lionsgate portal is extraordinarily amplified because it falls on the new moon. And the new moon is also energetic time to manifest, as you know. So that's the big deal about this year. For all people, it's a great time to manifest, dream big, shoot for the stars, and create the abundance and the life and the relationships that you want right now. I mean, you can be focusing on it now. You don't have to wait till 8/8, but that will be the strongest day and night of the entire thing. But it lasts a couple of weeks, both directions. For light workers, for star seeds, light workers, indigo children, whatever you want to call yourselves, this is a great time for a quantum leap. Really set in your power, really set in your intentions, and focus on not just your own individual life, but collectively. Let's change this world. Let's really kickstart a change now. This is the perfect opportunity.
I'm ready.
Yeah, I am too.
Yeah.
I am so excited about all of the star seeds that are coming together now, which is a perfect segue into our topic for tonight, because we're going to be talking about soulmates and twin flames and all of these beautiful star seeds that we have been meeting that have all been coming together and feeling drawn to one another. That's soulmate energy, isn't it, Kimberly?
Definitely soulmate, soul family, energy. I mean, that's why, I mean, like you and I, we first met I saw you on David's video. I think I made comments to you. I joined your Telegram. We just kind of connected. It was like an instant connection. And then the more we talked, you know, and got to know one another, it was like, oh my gosh, we're connected, you know?
Yeah.
So I think those type of meetings and connections where you recognize that soul, you have similar backgrounds, you can understand one another, that you're drawn in your soul family.
Right.
That's definitely a soul connection.
Yes.
And I love it.
I do too. I love the energy between you and I. I love energy between several other people I've met recently. I am so excited about us finding our soul tribe. Finally. Thank God. Finally.
Yeah. Because it gets lonely. It gets lonely on this journey, you know, and you feel unusual and you feel like you don't fit in, and who's going to understand you, and you may lose family. You may lose friends that you had for years. I hear
Right.
that so many times.
I do too.
I had a falling out with somebody I knew forever, and we just kind of grown apart. Well, really, you have,
Right.
because there's that shift.
The
And if
change.
they're right, the change, if you're moving on and ascending in your spiritual growth, and they're still in this, matrix, that this false narrative that's going on, you're
Yeah.
not gonna, you're gonna feel that separation.
Right.
But it's exciting at the same time.
Yes, it is exciting. That's what I was going to say, is that I have always known that all of you were out there, but just like all of you, I always felt so alone and so
Yeah.
lost without you. And I am so grateful, and I am so humbled and so tickled to finally know all of you, and there's going to be so many more coming in, and I am just like stoked. I am so stoked about all of it.
Yeah, I think it feels like more and more coming in. And like you said, it's just going to get bigger and bigger.
Yeah.
And the connections then in your soul family will get stronger and stronger.
Right, exactly. So let's talk a little bit about what a soulmate really is.
Well, I mean, there can be different kinds of soulmates, I think. I mean, in my experience, I think there can be the romantic relationship soulmate, that connection happens easily. You feel, they feel like home. It's that person you've been waiting for all your life. Many times you marry that soulmate, and those are the marriages that you see like last a long time. And they feel like they've been together forever, or they've been together in and out of time. Many people even use that term and they're not even sure what they're talking about, but they feel that, they feel that soul connection.
Right.
But I don't think it's necessarily limited to just a romantic relationship.
No, it's not.
I think it could be soul family, like we said. It can be in business partners,
stranger.
You can find, and it'd be that person you meet in the coffee shop, and you can just talk to them immediately, and you think, wow, is this deja vu? Do I know you?
Yes.
I think those are little soul mates maybe that you've had before, or soul family, and you just connected again.
Yes, they were meant to cross your path. You were meant to cross each other's path, even if it's just for a moment. Yeah. And I feel like the soulmate connection is part of the law of karma, because through soulmates, we learn on our journey how to grow and develop and get to the point where we can truly ascend. And then I think, personally, I think that that's where the twin flame or the twin soul mate comes in, is that they are that person that you are. It's a lot of people think that you're like two halves of a soul, and maybe at one time you were, but you're two whole souls now, and you're meant to come together to learn that balance between your masculine and your feminine energies, and bond them together in order to ascend together. But a lot of times twin flame relationships can be quite volatile if you haven't had enough soulmate relationships as stepping stones and lessons before you find that twin flame.
Well, either soulmate stepping stones, or you've had a few karmic partners.
Well, I think karmic, I think they're all karmic is what I mean. I think the soulmates are all karma,
Well, yeah, I agree there, definitely. And you'll have those you can have those repeat if that lesson hasn't been learned. And not just it is about, you have to always look within,
right.
When you feel like you're going from relationship to relationship, and well, what's wrong? Why can't I find the right person? There's that lesson being repeated till you get it, about what needs to be healed or fixed or moved on or cleared in your own life, and they're learning too. It's a lesson for them as well. They have their own lesson too. It's not, I hear so many times the karmic partner, that'll be like, oh, that's such a negative thing. Well, it may be that it's a relationship that didn't last, yes, and it was tumultuous and up and down and hot and cold and left you feeling like, what the heck was that? And I'm exhausted, and it brought out the worst in me. And why did I have to go through that? Well, it's not to you. It didn't happen to you. It was for you.
Exactly.
And it was for them. It was for both of you to learn and grow. And I think, like you say, when you go through a few of those and you learn, hopefully you won't go through too many,
Right.
repeated cycles like that.
Right.
And you come in with that twin flame union. I even think there's like soul flames. And I hear so much too. I don't know if you've heard this, but, and I'm sure you have, because it's out there everywhere. I see so many people get stuck on, where's my twin flame?
Yeah.
Or they're waiting on them. They feel like they have one and they're in separation, so they're waiting on them.
Yeah.
And I really, if you're out there and you're in that situation, and I validate it, I know it's real and true in your life. Don't wait around though for them. If you're in separation, live your life, continue to work on yourself, because if you're in separation and they may have been the runner and you were at this place in your life where you were ready, or you recognized that relationship and you knew what it was about, but that he or she didn't.
Yeah.
Well, they need to, go through their dark night of the soul. They need to maybe go through a few more karmic, patterns in their life. They'll get there. But if you're going on and you're doing your soul work and you're living your purpose and being as authentic as you can be, if that was that person to you, they're going to come back around.
Exactly.
It is going to happen.
Like that old
By
saying,
the same, if you let them go.
Yes. If you love something and it's meant to be, how's that go? If you love something and you let it go, if it's meant to, if it comes back to you, it's meant to be. That's what it is.
But in that too, I've seen, well, I missed out on my twin flame. It didn't work out. We're in separation. We're never going to get together. Or that person rejected me and they said, no, I can't be with you. I don't believe in this. I don't want this. I'm going to go on my separate way. Well, when that happens, God, the universe doesn't mess with free will. So they may have had this presented to them in you,
Exactly.
God may have said, here's this person, but he allows free will.
Yes.
So if you choose not to do that and go on your merry way, the other person, I guarantee you, guess what? The universe is going to bring somebody around, probably a very strong soulmate, romantic. I kind of call them a soul flame. It's like, okay, well, this one said no. So here's this person for you now, that is going to be vibrating at the same vibration as you, because it's all about energy.
Yes. And sometimes
you're going to be vibrating in that same vibrational place. It's not that one is better than the other, or they've made it and you haven't. It's just that your vibrations are going to click.
Right.
And the person will come around and then you'll be with them. But I see a lot of people feel like, well, they missed out, or they must not have had a twin flame, and it maybe that person just didn't want it, or said no because
they weren't ready.
They weren't ready, and free will can't be interfered with. You still have free will.
And real quick, I want to just talk about the runner and the chaser, because we use that term in tarot, and a lot of people really don't understand what that is. But the runner is the one that's like, no, I'm not ready for this. This is too much for me. And the chaser is saying, but I know you're my soulmate. I know that we're meant to be. And so you're the chaser.
Right. Don't leave.
Don't leave. And then the irony of that is that sometimes it comes to the point where the chaser finally says, okay, I give up. I'm walking away. This is too much, because the other person isn't ready to go in the same direction with you. And so they back off. And then you know, if it's meant to be, like we were talking about, you know, they come back around, well, then they, the person that was the runner does their dark night of the soul, does their growing and developing, and then realize,
Yeah.
okay, maybe you were my soulmate then. And so they want to come back and they become the chaser instead of the runner.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
the knee-jerk reaction will be that the chaser is now going to be the runner, because you're going to be all
Yeah.
like, I don't know, you weren't ready before. Should I? Should I not? Should I? Should I not?
Yeah.
And it's that silly, crazy energy that we get caught up in, when we really should just listen intuitively to what our heart and our soul is telling us about that relationship. What kind of bond did you have? What kind of connection did you really have? Because sometimes people do deserve a second chance. Other times they
Right.
don't. Other times they
Right.
don't. But we have to be able to delineate between the two.
Well, and I think that dynamic of the runner chaser is, you know, you trigger one another.
Yes.
You see yourself in that person.
Yes.
That's where that intensity comes in so strong. And you're
Yes.
like, oh, if they're not ready, they're going to bail, you know, they're going to run.
Yes.
But it's also a beautiful dance. Like you said, it's a beautiful healing process. It's a beautiful growth process. Ultimately, it is that balance of the divine masculine and feminine for themselves, as for others to see and see that in them. And usually in the twin flame relationship, they have a mission together too. There's a divine mission for them. And you'll see that a lot, that they're very creative together. They're working on projects together.
Yes.
I see that a lot out there.
Yes, they're what you would call that power couple. And
the power couple.
Yes,
exactly.
They have a mission to fulfill together.
Right.
And actually, you know, a lot of people are born feeling like they had a twin, that they lost at birth or something. They just have this weird feeling that they had some kind of twin, you know, and we even use expressions that everybody has a twin in the world. We always say that to people. Everybody's got a twin.
Yeah.
But what we're always thinking is that there's someone out there that looks just like Kelly, you know, and somebody that looks just like Kimberly. But really what that is that twin flame. We come to this planet knowing that we're missing something, and we strive to grow as a soul so that we can finally get to that point where we can, if we're lucky enough, meet that twin flame. But a lot of people believe that you don't actually meet your twin flame until you're in your last lifetime on this planet. Now, what do you think about that?
I mean, I've heard that, and I think we are in our last lifetime on this planet. So
I do too.
And I think there's gonna,
as we know it.
as we know this,
yes.
Because there's going to be such huge change, and there is change taking place. That whole dynamic is just shifting and changing, and that's a whole nother show, you know.
Well, but it kind of fits here.
But it does. It fits in with the awakening and the shifting of the matrix, or however you want to put it, the timelines,
the old Earth and the new Earth.
The better, I always say better Earth.
Yes.
And so it does all fit. So I would say I agree with that, in the sense of we're in it right now.
Yes.
And I don't know how many times or how many cycles. I mean, it's possible they've been doing this in and out of time for a while.
Yes.
But now I think that dynamic, not that it'll be coming to an end, it'll be coming to a beautiful beginning through many unions.
Yes. I think so too. Yeah. And I think that because this is pretty much our final act, if you will, of this Earth, and going into a new Earth dynamic, a higher vibration, we're all ascending, then we will be we will be having those crash and burn tower moments like we talk about in tarot, where you're getting rid of the old, and bringing in the new, and people are going to be finding their twin flame. And it still may not be this perfect romantic journey, because it can still be very tumultuous, particularly because this is it for us. This is like curtain call for all of us. So karmic cycles are coming to a close individually, within the families, and collectively. Like all karmic cycles are coming to an end, debt paid in full, like stamp paid, you know? And so it's a big deal right now. If you're not ready in your soul and you meet your twin flame, it's gonna be volatile.
It really is. And like you say, all the karmic debt is coming. It's time to pay up. And I think many people have been in those spinning karmic cycles. I can say myself included.
Yeah, me
you
too.
Just come to that place where, okay, it's done. I'm done with that, because I've totally shifted out of this, and I'm going somewhere else, and this is not part of it. I'm done. I've learned that lesson, and it's complete now. So you will see that a whole lot. And the example of those power couples, like you say, my understanding is it's always been about ultimate love, about that unconditional healing love.
Yes.
And even comes into the Christ love.
Yes.
Heart center of that, because and it goes out to humanity. It goes out to humanity.
Yes, it does.
It's a very fulfilling thing, but it's not an easy journey because of that, because of the whole dynamic. And the healing and learning and triggering and with your soul and their soul, it's a challenge. It's not an easy journey.
Exactly, because all of the soulmates prior to the twin flame, they've all been lessons and stepping stones, as you said. And it's up to us to decide whether we want to learn them lessons or not. But now that it's all coming to a head, if you meet your twin flame and you still had a few lessons left, they're going to be big. They always are. The last lessons are always the biggest, the most challenging, like going to 12th grade, your tests are going to be harder than they were in first grade. So you've got those really tough tests to face if your soul wasn't ready. And a lot of people will actually choose to bail on the twin flame relationship, won't they? And just ascend on their own.
I think they will. I think they will. And the big question will be, are you ready to heal? Are you ready to deal with your stuff? Once you heal and continue to do your soul work, whether that twin chooses to come with you or not, you have to make that decision. Are you just going to stay stuck because they bailed and then just be longing and waiting? Are you going to go ahead and pursue your journey? Because ultimately they will come back around, I feel. But even if they chose to bail
necessarily,
if they chose to bail, it's not, I can't even put into words what I'm trying to say, because I don't want to put the concept out there, because I've seen this a lot where people get disappointed and hurt, or they give up and think, well, I missed the boat, or I'm just going to stop and halt my life because my twin flame left, or who I thought my twin flame was left. And I think if they could just know how precious they are to continue on their journey.
Because some will even choose to hold off on their own journey and wait for the other one to catch up. And so we have to make a conscious effort at some point. Do I continue with this, or is this holding me back from my own soul growth? Is it lowering your vibration?
Because even that relationship is still about you and your growth. And for them, it's about them and their growth. And you were either there to trigger them awaken them, shed light on something for them. That was the sole purpose, of that.
Yes.
But it's still about your own inner growth.
Yes. Yes. And so I want to applaud people who are brave enough to walk away from that type of energy where it's not meshing and it is volatile and it is bringing their vibration down lower, because it is the best thing for them and their highest good. And you will get that chance again, if not in this lifetime, in the next one, to correct what was wrong within that relationship so that it can be beautiful and you can be that power couple. So I don't want people to feel bad. I want to encourage them to be proud of themselves, because it's okay. It's okay if you don't find your twin flame or can make it work with your twin flame in this lifetime. It's okay. That in and of itself is not going to keep you from ascending, but staying in it, if it's lowering your vibration, definitely will. Definitely.
Right. 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 When you stay stagnant, or you start to take that spiral into the negative, and halt your growth and your ascension. Right.
Yeah. So it's good either way. It's a balance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. And if you keep the perspective of that, of the balance of it with anything.
Right.
And I think if you keep in mind, like we had talked about last week, that you're looking for that love of your life, or that was the love of my life. Well, the love of your life needs to be you first.
Exactly. Yes. That's perfect.
Once you get that, and it's you that you have to love the most, just where you are, so that you can heal and continue to heal. And then again, it's all about the energy and the vibration. If they're doing the same thing, that's when you're going to attract back to each other, or you're going to move along and attract somebody else,
Exactly.
And they will too. That happens sometimes.
Yes, it absolutely does.
Again, I keep coming back around to free will. I feel like that must need to be said, or something about the free will, because that keeps coming up.
Yeah. I think it needs to be reiterated, definitely, because we need to explain to everyone that they have permission to do whatever is necessary for themselves.
Right.
None of this is like written down in a book, scripted, specific, that you can't ascend unless you do this, or you can't ascend unless you're that. And I really want people to understand that we are all humans this time around. We all have flaws. We all make mistakes. And, love yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Don't be too hard on other people. Just come from a place of understanding and unconditional love for yourself first, and then also for others, because they may not be at the same vibrational level as you, and you can't hate them for that. You have to love them and let them go.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I heard something the other day, and I wish I could remember where I heard it. I was listening to someone. I think it may have been Joanne Dunn. She's somebody that I listen to quite a bit on YouTube. And she does great crystal work and grid work, and she's from Scotland. And she was talking about
the motherland.
Speaking, the motherland for me, for sure.
The motherland.
She was talking about, yes, stand up for yourself and you can speak your mind, but it always has to be from a place of love and compassion, not I'm right, you're wrong, or anger.
No.
So I think that was a very good little message to hear the other day, because you see that so much. And I mean, even you and I in our talking, we're not experts on anything. We don't have all the right answers. You have the right answers. You have the right answers for you.
Exactly.
For you. And
everyone has the right answers.
Right.
self. Yeah.
Right. And you're knowing.
Yes.
And then sometimes people come along and you listen to them, like the conversation that we're having tonight, or Joanne Dunn, or you may read something, or you just may have something come, into your heart center,
Yeah.
and you'll know, okay, this resonates with me. This is
Right.
for me,
Right. Yeah. That's what I call the bullshit radar.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
resonator. That resonator. We know if
Well,
it's
and
true for us or
we've
not.
talked about that too with people that are readers, or anyone who wants to give you advice, or because I'll be out there in the metaphysical, quote unquote, the title will be counseling, and we know that's very different than any other kind of counseling or
Right.
psychology.
Yeah.
But really, what I am is a facilitator. I'm a facilitator holding that space while you're discovering you, while
Right.
you're finding out and you're knowing what to do, while you're aligning with God, while you're aligning with your higher self, And so if you are listening to someone else, or you go to a reader, and you and I both read, like we were talking about the other day, I said, always for me, it's always been, wow, that resonates with me with what I was already hearing,
Yes.
It should
Yes.
be a confirmation. Sometimes it does
Yes.
shed new light, and it gives you a different perspective. But still, you should feel that confirmation in you,
Right.
because the answer's here.
Right. Yeah. I say that with my
If
tarot
that,
readings all the time.
mhm,
Yeah.
mhm,
If it resonated true for them, to me, that's
right.
just confirmation for them that they were
Right.
already on the right path.
And how many people do you hear say that read, take what resonates and leave what doesn't,
Exactly.
because it either is or it isn't, and that's okay,
Yeah.
Um, and then
Yeah.
I had listened to someone else. I believe it was, I can't remember. See, I listened to so much, and I've had so much information coming into my head lately that it just,
I know, me
it
too.
leaves sometimes as quick as it comes. And then sometimes I think, well, when I get information, and if I've shared it with somebody, maybe it was because it was for them a confirmation, and it really wasn't mine anyway. Have you ever felt
Right.
that way?
Yes, it wasn't yours to
Like you
keep.
get a download or whatever?
Yes.
Because I had a friend tell me that. She goes, "You told me this very thing the
Yeah.
other day." I go, "I did." And she read me back the text message, and I said, sometimes when that happens, she goes, "You text me out of the blue and told me that everything is going to work out fine,
Yeah.
and know that God has your back, that the universe has your back,
Yeah.
and step into." I think I told her to step into her Empress power or something. I don't
There you
even
go.
remember all of it.
There you go.
And I said, "I don't remember that." And so I told my friend, I said, "Obviously it was for you."
Yeah.
I was definitely just the messenger, because
Yeah.
as quick as it came in, it left me. It
Yeah.
wasn't meant to stay with me.
Right.
And I'm sure you have that a
All
lot.
the time. All the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a channel for people. I'm a conduit. And
Right.
just like David is a conduit to connect the truthers to their spiritual quests. And
Right.
I think that we all become conduits and channelers in different ways.
Yes.
And so, yeah, when I'm channeling something that's meant for someone else, I'm not necessarily going to retain it as well, because it wasn't meant for me.
Right.
It was simply meant for me to
Right.
on to someone else. Yeah.
It was meant, like you said, that channel, it just passed right through you.
Yeah.
It came and it went, and it went as quick as it came, because it was for that other person.
Boom, it's gone. Yeah.
And it's exciting to me, it encourages me that, wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
I'm so glad that was for you, and it meant something to you, and
Right.
it
Yes.
helped you.
Yes.
That's what it's all about in our work, is to
Yeah.
sometimes be the facilitator, hold the space, let
Yeah.
it channel through us to somebody else.
Yeah.
Um,
I love that.
it's exciting. I
I
do
love,
too.
yeah, I love being the channel for people. And it's every time they give me feedback, it's like confirmation for me that, you know, I'm not crazy, for one. that it really is
Right.
God. That it
Right.
really is God talking.
Right.
But
you know what the difference is now is I don't care if people think I'm
well,
crazy.
that's what I was going to say. Not that I really care, because they thought that I was.
No, I don't care anymore.
Since I was a little kid, you know, the things that I would tell my parents and my older siblings and stuff, and they were just like, Kelly's a little weird.
Mm-hmm.
But I
A
don't.
little weird's okay.
Yeah,
It's okay to be
I
weird.
like it. I like you weird.
It's so funny because when I feel like I began to wake up in 2012, and then like
That's
in
a big portal.
2019, that was a
real.
big, and I had no idea about any of that then. I just
Yeah.
thought I was going through menopause, I was depressed, and I was losing my mind, you know.
I love it.
So many people have said that, you know. And then I began to listen to other people that were, you know, star seeds, they were light workers. They all had a similar story. And like you say, you find your soul tribe,
Yes.
your soul family, and you go, okay, I'm not alone. I'm not alone. I'm not losing it. You know,
Not crazy.
there's lots of other people like me. But I had been out of coaching school not too long. And in 2019, that's when I started painting, a month after my 60th birthday.
Yes, and
I
everyone.
was born May 11th on June.
I'm going to interrupt you just for a second. Everyone, look at the beautiful picture above her head. She painted that.
Oh.
And tell them the name of it.
Okay, this one is Soul Ties.
Soul Ties.
And it's an abstract. It's an abstract. And when you can see it, you probably can't see it on here. Some people feel like it looks like three figures.
Yes.
Going from dark into light.
I see
actually
it as
in the painting. Yeah, actually in the painting, there's two little wolves. One wolf face up here, and there's another one in the orange. He sticks out right there.
I love wolves.
And I have critters sometimes that pop out in my paintings.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna hang crooked now.
And real quick, I'll just show them the painting.
You can edit this out.
Everyone look up at the.
You can edit that out.
See this painting right here above my finger? She painted that picture for her artwork as well. And that was my gift for my birthday from her. It's my favoriteest one. It's my favoriteest. And
that one was Hope.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and take this down because I got it crooked and it's going to bug me now.
Okay. And she also gave my daughter.
That one.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
And it hangs.
Oh yeah, I forgot I sent one for your daughter too.
It hangs right above her bed, right at the head of her bed. She loves it. Yes. So go on. 2012, you started waking.
So I had started painting in 2019, a month after my 60th birthday. Had never painted before in my life, but I was feeling all this energy surge, and I would wake up at night and I was having lucid dreams, and I was just like, here I go again. I feel like I'm losing my mind again, you know? So I called my friend, who's a really amazing coach. His name is Dom, and he's out on YouTube, and he's an amazing fitness coach. So Dom, if you hear this comment, I'll tell him about the video so you can see it. But I had messaged him and I said, I think I need an energy healer. Do you know an energy healer or somebody that works with energy? And he goes, oh yeah, my friend Pam, I'll hook you up. And he goes, what I'm going to tell you, when I first met her, I thought she was a Fruit Loop.
Uh-huh.
And so what's so funny is, you know, he's very awake and aware and, you know, like-minded.
Yeah.
But after I talked to Pam, I had sent him a message, or we had a phone call, and I said, yeah, I'm part of the Fruit Loop Club. Definitely.
Right.
So thank you. But she was someone that helped me. She's an amazing woman. She's Reiki. And I sent her paintings and a deck of my cards, and she's just, you know, she's an amazing light worker. you know,
Yeah.
too.
Yes.
But you connect with these soul individuals,
Yes.
and thank God for that, you know, that you do, because you
Absolutely.
don't feel like you're alone.
Yeah.
So, you know, then you go, okay, I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
I'm balancing out. Everything's balancing out now, you know, until another wave comes, who knows? There'll be,
Right. And that really was in 2020. That next wave,
oh yeah,
a lot of folks was in 2020.
huge,
Yeah.
huge shift,
Yes.
huge.
And I think there
And
was
all I could think
a
about
divine
in
hand at work
2020
in
was
that.
vision.
There was a
I'm sorry, there's a delay, and I just
yeah,
realized I keep talking over you, and
that's
it's that I'm not being rude to anybody. It's we get a
no,
delay.
yeah, that's fine. It's fine. No,
Yeah.
I was just saying there's a divine hand in 2020's intervention in life. Carry on.
Right. Well, yeah. I mean, all of 2020, as upsetting to some as it may have been, all I could think about at the beginning of the year before lockdown was vision, you know, new vision,
Yep,
2020 vision. Things are going to be crystal clear now.
yep,
And boy, has it been, you
right.
know, talk about a big jump in
Yeah,
awakening and waking people up.
yes. And now that we're in 2021, hindsight really is 2020.
Yes. Yeah, it is. Hindsight is 2020 for sure. And we're in 2021, and who knows what's going to happen in 2022. I think it's going to be amazing.
I do too. I'm really excited about our future. So
I'm
how did you handle the wave of 2021, the awakening wave?
the awakening wave of 2021.
Yeah, were you nervous? Were you scared at first?
For
Because
2021,
yeah, because the energy level was very high at the beginning of the year anyway. Did you feel that
right.
before
Yeah,
the
yeah,
before the
definitely.
yeah, before the pandemic, before the lockdown, the energy level was
Right.
already really intense. Like everybody just knew something was coming.
Yeah. Oddly enough, I've not been nervous at all, and I don't know why.
That
I
was
don't know if I mean I don't watch a lot of TV.
yeah, I don't either.
What I do watch, I'm very purposely watch, you know,
Right.
so I'm very selective.
Yes.
And I did quite a bit up to the election. And once the election took place, like election night,
Yeah.
I was like, I gotta back way off this.
Yeah.
And then I've had a few friends that they went really down the rabbit trails, and very disillusioned, and everything that we grew up with, it's like, is anything real? Is anything, you know, what we knew? And I said, no, it's not, you
Yeah.
know, but it's okay.
Yeah.
It's okay. This is needed to happen.
Yes.
This was meant to happen. But again, I don't even know. I could not even tell you what's happening in different parts of the states with the contest. I'm trying to be careful of my words.
Yes.
Or what's been revealed there.
Yes.
And I do think it will all be revealed, and there'll be a big change there in leadership.
I do too.
But and there's going to be those that will feel like they're losing their mind over that.
Yes.
And many will be okay. And I think those of us, and I don't mean that in a, oh, I'm laughing at them, mocking them, but I think it's going to be a big shock factor. And that's why we're going to be here. We're going to have to be here to help those, whether it's in helping them prep, like what you were talking about with David in that video, or it's just to help calm them, assure them,
Yes.
facilitate that space for them.
Right.
And
right.
be that presence for them, because it's going to be okay.
Ab-
It will be. It'll be okay.
Absolutely, because now
And
the light workers are waking up and they know what their role
right,
is now, finally. Yeah,
right,
they understand their purpose
right.
here. Yeah. And real quick, I just want to add to the part about prepping. I said on that show with David that I had a vision that was shown to me in 2004, and heard the big booming voice of God saying, "Be prepared." And immediately I went
Mm-hmm.
into prepper mode. But really, what I learned at the end of that probably 10-year journey of becoming the best damn prepper in the whole freaking world was that what we really need to be preparing for is internally in our soul.
Right,
Because
right,
if you are still and confident and sit in your power in your soul, it doesn't matter if you don't have a stockpile of food or a stockpile of bandages and first aid stuff.
mm-hmm.
You know how to will and manifest and create at that point, and you don't have to panic. There is no need
Right,
if you are sitting in your full power, because there's nothing to worry about. We are creating.
right,
And as long
right.
as we really know that, the rest is moot.
Yeah. I guess that's what I felt all along, that I just haven't been too panicked about prepping. Although
Yeah.
I have some preparation, but I haven't. And I do know some that, or what would you say to those that they're just like, I have my whole apartment piled up. I have this, I have a storage container piled up, and I feel like it's not enough and I'm ready, um, and whatever happens, if the zombie apocalypse happens, I'm ready. But I see them in fear. So what would you say to those people?
I would tell them that they're living in fear, and that they need to deal
Yeah,
with that. They need to look inward and deal with the fear and rid the fear of their energy, because there is nothing to fear except fear itself. If you're worried about a zombie apocalypse, the zombie apocalypse is likely going to get your ass. If you're
yeah,
worried about starving to death during, a shit hitting the fan moment, you're likely to starve to death, even if you've got all the best food, you know, because you're
right.
worrying. And that is the energy you're putting into the universe. And the universe is just going to listen to that and send it right back to you. I mean, it just gives you more of what you feed to it. So if you're living in fear, you're going to get fear back.
Yeah.
You have to walk
I was
in confidence.
I was telling someone today that I've known for many, many years that he was like, "So what's your take on this?" And I don't know. I don't know what I think. I don't know. And he's pretty prepped, And I said, "Well, I would think that pretty much you can pretty much rest assured that everything that we've known and grown up with, that it's pretty much an illusion.
Yeah.
And ask questions and then question those answers."
Yeah.
And he goes, "What do you mean? Like," he goes, "I suppose you don't believe that we really went to the moon and all that." And I said, "I don't know anymore." I said, "Anything that I thought, that I saw on TV as a kid,
Yeah.
I don't buy it. I don't
Right.
take things at face value anymore. I just don't look at it that way anymore in that realm." And the comment to me was he didn't think they had the technology back then in the 60s to fake anything like that. And so I thought, well, now would not be a good time to tell him that there was other higher intelligence out there
Right.
involved in that in our
Right.
government.
Right.
No, that'll probably really blow his mind, because he can't handle, he wasn't handling the
Right.
other things I was saying to him. And so I think there are many, and I love this person dearly,
Sure. Sure.
kind-hearted person, the best of intent, but he's functioning. When I spoke with him, I thought it's like so many people probably right now that's where they're at.
Yeah.
They know that the government lied to them. They know that what's been put out there before them is all BS,
Yeah.
but yet they're like, no, it can't be that bad. It
Yeah.
can't be like that. It can't be that bad, you know?
Yeah. And if they learn even a tenth of what we researchers
Yeah,
and people who have went down the rabbit hole, if they get even a tenth of the knowledge that we have, some people, it would put them in the hospital because they just
yeah,
don't know what to do with that. They don't know what to do with that kind of information. How do
right,
you file that away and move forward, realizing all of the lies that are all around us,
right,
literally all around us? And that is where we are going to come in as the support team, the counselors, the light
right,
workers, energy
right,
healers. Yeah, teaching them the old ways again, teaching them how to get back to nature and move forward and, keep it in balance this time and keep it in check to where we don't let this shit
right.
happen again. Yeah, we've got a big job ahead of us, but it's going to be
We do.
going to be a good job.
We do. And I'm excited about it. And I can't say enough like the peace I feel
Yeah,
and the assurance that it's going to be okay, you know.
right. That inner knowing. Yeah,
It's that inner knowing where I'm informed, but I'm not fearful. I'm not
right,
fearful.
right. But I was with you. I had to step back from the energy after the elections myself because
Mhm.
it was just getting a little too much, a little too chaotic,
Yeah,
a little too
yeah,
confusing. Everybody was kind of losing their marbles. The people that was following the 17th letter of the alphabet, they all kind of
right,
forgot what they were being taught, which was that they have more than they know and they're more powerful than they know. And,
right.
they kind of just lost their heads a little bit about it. And
Yeah,
hopefully now they've had time to calm down and regroup and come back to their oneness, because where we go one,
right,
we really do all go.
right. And I'm not oblivious, to what's around me.
Yeah,
I've just
right.
realized that there's certain things that are important to tune into and
Yeah,
other things are not. So of course I'm going to tune into our community, our soul family.
yeah,
And some I don't listen to as many truthers as I did, you
yeah.
know.
I don't
Um,
either. I still feel like we
and
need
there's
to
no
stay
and
where
no
we're doing.
judgment there. No judgment there.
Right,
They're
none.
there. They have a mission. That is their mission.
Right.
And that's good.
Yeah,
But when I do, I listen to a very small amount of it. And then I go, okay, well, I'm informed about that. Now I'm going to go on. And I just kind of
right. Right.
stay in
Because
my,
our energy is focused in a different direction now at this point. Our
right,
energy is more of stepping into our power and doing the things we can do to collectively change the outcome of what's happening
right,
rather than just sitting in it and remaining still.
right,
We're being actionable in a new way now. And then, the same will hold true for all the truthers as well eventually, that they will come to a
right,
place of understanding and then they'll become more actionable and there will be new people that come along that are truthers then. This is going to be a cycle
right,
for a while until everyone
right,
catches up to speed. Yeah. But we're the way
yeah,
showers. We're the
right,
leaders of
right.
this revolutionary movement, if you
Yeah.
will.
I like that word. I like that way shower. I like that.
Yeah, we're way showers.
I like that a lot.
We're lighting the way. That's why I chose that lighthouse for the website, because
I
we're like
love it.
a beacon of light that helps bring
I
people's
love it. And I love the
forward.
torch too. I love the
Yeah,
torch.
right, because
I
we're
love
passing
that.
the torch on to the next person.
Yep.
Yeah,
Passing the torch on.
yes,
And you and I have talked about this before. That's what I want to do is I don't want to, we both talked that we don't want to be anybody's guru. We don't.
right,
I just want to facilitate this space for you and then say, okay, or help equip you.
yes.
If you need light shed on something, okay, here you go. And now go with it.
Right.
Take it.
Go
Go.
run. Yeah,
Take
take
it.
that
Go.
baton
Yeah.
and run with it. Yes,
Empower, empower, facilitate. That's, you know, I don't even have the language for it because I feel like I'm such really a newbie still in this awakening, even though it started in 2012. Like I said, it really came on strong in 2019. So I still feel like a new kid on the block.
Yeah. Well, it
If
really
that makes
started
sense.
the day that you came to this planet. Because
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Because it's
And
been
it
in the
started,
works.
I was first aware of it as a child, as I had told you.
Yeah.
You
I mean,
know,
all of us are, but society kind of shuts us down and makes us push it aside. And then we forget the way we thought when we were all little kids, you know, we start forgetting, we stop remembering. But yeah, I mean, this plan's been in the works for a long minute.
yeah. Did I share that poem on on your Telegram channel about the starseed, that I was awake and went back to sleep?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I'm gonna have to look it up, and I can't
so.
even remember it. I hope I took a screenshot of it. I'm really bad about that. That sometimes I'll get something, and
Yeah.
I thought I wrote it down, and I thought when I put it, I thought it was your Telegram channel that I put it up.
You might have.
And I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna have to find it. I think it was the starseed.
Okay.
I'm awake, or I can't remember it. I'll have to find it. See, things come in my head and they just leave as fast as they come.
Yes.
But I think I shared it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, well, I'll scroll back through here in a little while to see if I can find it. And you should put things like that on the blog too. That would be great on the blog.
Yeah, I'll have to find that. I'm hoping I did do a screenshot of it.
Yeah, I'll check. I'm not going to scroll all the way through here. See right now.
Yeah, no, I'll see if I found it. But it was about you know, that I woke up and then I wanted to go back to sleep and I didn't want to be here.
Yeah, and that's a common thing.
And that happened when I was young, like 8 years old. You know, and at first when I was thinking back on that, I thought, wow, that's really young to be depressed. Was I that depressed?
Right.
You know, because there were things going on in the home and there was some abuse and stuff. And I thought, well, maybe that's it. But no, it was just like, I literally was like, why am I here?
Yep.
In this body, in this place, why am I here?
Yep.
You know, so now I know what that was all about. It was a shock to me.
Oh yeah.
It's a shock. Why am I in this? Why did I choose this? You know, why did I choose to be here in this at this time?
Yes.
And sometimes I think, why did I fully awake so late at 60, really fully awake, you know, at this late time? But I know people tell me I don't look my age and I don't act it, but I feel it some days. But still, I'm like, oh, do I have time? Do I have time to do what I need to do? Or, well, I guess if it's better earth, it's going to get better and I'll just go to a med bed, you know?
or you won't need a med bed because you'll own your own power and you'll know how to heal yourself. Better yet.
That's true.
And I can actually answer that question. And I'm glad that you brought that up, because I think that there are a lot of people that are wondering that right now. Why did I take so long to wake up? I know people that are as much as 71 years old that are just now waking up. And the answer for all of you is that it wasn't meant for you to wake up yet fully until now.
Yeah.
Because now is the time. So now is when all of us completely wake up.
Yeah.
And you all were meant to wake up first, because you're going to be way showers. You're going to be the people that help hold the space for the other ones as they wake up. And so that's why
good.
It wasn't time yet.
That's
so don't beat yourselves up, none of you, because it happened in divine timing. Absolute divine timing.
Yeah, timing. God's source, his timing is perfect. He,
Yes.
she
Right.
source, it's perfect. It is. And for such a time as this, yeah,
Yep. Because the Great
that
Awakening,
just gave me chills.
it was meant to be on its cusp now,
Yeah.
2020 and beyond. It really kind of started around 2018 loosely, but 2020 was
Yeah.
very, very impactful for all of us that were meant to be awake right now. All of us. It was very impactful. It was necessary.
Yeah.
And real quick, I would just like to point out that they don't call it this anymore, but it was very well known. Our pandemic was very well known as the corona thing first. And
Yeah.
if you translate that word into English, it means crown. Crown,
I was going to
guys.
say, doesn't that mean crown? Yeah.
Crown. And
Yeah.
all of us way showers got our crowns. And next we get our wings. Yay! And I'm excited for that because I want my wings
Yay.
back.
I'm ready for that. I'm ready for the wings.
I am too. I used to look in the mirror as a kid at my shoulder blades and be like, why are my wings not there?
It's funny that you should say that because
You felt that way too?
yes, I felt that way. I thought I lost you for a minute. I thought the signal went. No, I dreamed that, like in my lucid dreams,
Yeah.
that I'm literally like flying somewhere.
Yes.
Like my body is doing that.
Yes.
I'm always flying, traveling. That's what I do. So I know that's why I get up even after I've slept all night and I feel exhausted.
Yep.
Because I'm actually, aren't you doing work?
Yes.
In those lucid dreams?
Yes.
Like that?
Training. Yes. You're training. Usually with the archangels. I trained with Michael mainly, but I've trained with many.
We talked about that too.
Yes. I mean, like
with the sword.
Battles with swords and
with
stuff.
the sword.
Yes. But
that happened with me too.
Yeah. And there's so many people that will report dreams of feeling like they were flying, and everyone automatically wants to attribute it to UFOs and alien abduction. But that's really not what all it encompasses. It's so much more, because we are remembering in our dreams that we were once winged. That's what we're remembering. And the implication.
I know in my dreams, I absolutely think that purposefully, like I was on a cliff.
Yes.
And wanted to go over to this mountain, this other high place. And I went.
Yes.
I just
went there.
Flew over.
Like it was nothing. Yes.
Like it was natural.
Yes.
Like it was very natural.
Right. Yes. And so the implication for that is that, and I almost called you Natalie again. But the implication for that
is, it's actually pronounced Natalie.
Right.
But
I know.
In English, I guess that would be Natalie.
Yes.
In English, that would be Natalie.
In my mind, I always want to say it like a Russian, Natalie. I mean, I didn't do Russian just now.
Natalie.
Yes.
Like Natasha.
Yes.
Natalie.
Exactly. Yeah. But the implications for that is that all of these people that identify themselves with being a light worker or starseed or an indigo child or a rainbow child or crystal child or whatever word, whatever label you put on that, because we're all way showers, we're all one and the same, and we're also all earth angels. And people don't see that. We are earthbound angels. That's why we don't have wings. We're earthbound angels. It's why we have the stronger connection to God, to source, because we all volunteered to come here for this moment. This moment, it's really a long minute, but it's a moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Well, in not this realm, this 3D realm, it's just a blink of an eye or a moment,
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
other dimension
Right. I
or
love,
timelines or
yeah. And I love that.
whatever.
Exactly. Glenn, who created the Telegram channel for me, at the very beginning of the channel, he put this little video that is like my favorite video of all time, of these two little girls that are speaking to each other, sitting on the edge of a cliff, and they're speaking in telepathy with one another, and they're talking about how one of them was a starseed and came to Earth to help them ascend through the Great Awakening, and how it all played out, and how they just think it's so bizarre the way that we live here on this planet now, and in this vibrational level and stuff. You need to watch that video. It's like the greatest thing ever.
I'll have to look it up.
It was perfect when he put it on Telegram, because I've had that saved in my favorites on YouTube forever, ever since I first found it. I mean, it's the greatest little video. So yeah, you should. And it kind of, to me, it really resonates with who we are right now, you know,
Right.
who we are in our true soul form, who we are, and why we're really here, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So check that out.
I love it.
That's really cool.
I will definitely check it out.
Yeah. Oh, and for everybody listening, we'll put links below the video in the description box for the website where you can find Miss Kimberly and her beautiful tarot that she created herself and is going to be for sale.
Oh.
And
yeah,
I
was going to tell you.
There
that's what that's little baggies they come in.
Beautiful.
And I just ordered 12 decks that'll come from the printer. So yeah, I can be contacted on the website or my email, and I'll let you know how you can order those.
Right. Yeah,
but yours will be coming as soon as it. I think my shipment comes around the 17th of August. So
okay,
they're usually pretty quick because it's a reorder. So they'll be available soon.
Yes, and we're gonna put her artwork on display and her links to be able to purchase that as well on the website.
Yeah.
And you're going to be offering what on the website? Tell them what services you're going to offer. The metaphysical.
Metaphysical counseling, metaphysical coaching, intimacy coaching, relationship coaching. I think I'm going to go ahead and offer you and I talked about Metaphysics 101.
Yes.
Metaphysical truths. Yeah.
Yes.
That'll be up and coming.
Yeah. Lots of exciting things.
Yeah. Oh, readings. And I do that too.
Yes. Gonna
offer intuitive.
Yes.
Intuitive readings. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're gonna do a lot of cool stuff.
Mainly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's exciting. I'm about ready to turn into a pumpkin, I think.
Nonsense. Nonsense.
You know me.
All right. Well, yeah, we went over our hour just a little bit, didn't we?
We did. I couldn't believe it. I couldn't believe it.
It's been a great talk. I think
it has been. It's so fun.
It is. And maybe next week we'll go live. We think.
Yeah.
You want to try?
Let's do that.
All right.
Let's do that. And we can take questions. Hopefully we'll have answers.
Right. Right. Okay.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun.
I think so too. So yeah, everybody check out the website and all the cool stuff that we're going to be offering. And tune in next Wednesday for Wednesday Wisdom with Kelly and Kimberly. And we'll see you then. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.